Yeah, 2 years ago. 2 years August just gone, yeah.
Well, the video of us, isn't it? You know? That's it.
You're happy where you are now?
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Good.
Slow down, yeah.
You've got nice neighbours?
Hello.
You've got nice neighbours where you are?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Check.
No bedding out.
Sorry?
No bedding out.
No. Does that include you as well?
You know, yeah. Come on.
It's very hard, Foxy, when it happens.
Oh yeah. Did you ever have a dog?
Yes, years ago.
No. Was that your mother's dog?
No,
Okay.
my friend.
Yes. Well, did you look after him for,
Wasn't it?
I mean, was it for a friend of yours, did you look after him?
So,
Did you look after him for your friend?
yes. That's my friend.
Okay. Because you won't believe this, but speaking of dog sitting, do you know Scotland's oldest man, Alf Smith, who I told you about, who just went in August? You know, who lived to 111, who I told you about? He was still doing dog sitting when he was 105, if you didn't know.
Ah, okay.
I mean, he did it for his neighbour.
That's okay.
He still did some dog... I mean, the dog wasn't a big one. The dog was a little Westie breed.
Oh, lovely.
And at 105, he sometimes did some dog sitting for the dog.
Did you enjoy it?
I think I heard he did enjoy it, but I do think it's a little bit risky to dog sit if you're over 100. I think when you're over 100 years of age and you're dog sitting for a dog, that's a bit risky, don't you think?
Yes, that's very, yes.
But he did it somehow.
Fair play to him.
Yes.
Fair play to him.
What?
Fair play.
Yes. Have you ever had alcohol poisoning before? Sorry if it's a bad question, but have you ever had alcohol poisoning?
No.
You've never had alcohol poisoning despite being drunk a few times in your life?
Not really, not to that extent.
No, because I know George got alcohol poisoning. He did, yes, from vodka. I think vodka's a much stronger drink compared to any other alcoholic drink, isn't it? What?
Yeah.
I think it's very strong compared to a lot of alcoholic drinks, vodka.
It's quite strong, yes, spirits.
No, I wouldn't want to. I don't like vodka. No, I don't drink vodka. No. What? I do like gin.
Sherry.
And sherry, yes, and red wine, and certainly a beer, but I don't drink vodka, cider, or whiskey.
Like Jack Daniels.
Is that a beer?
No, it's warm.
I haven't had that yet. That's whiskey, isn't it?
It is, but it's nice. I quite like it.
Okay.
Coke.
George?
Jack Daniels and Coke.
Yeah. Right so.
Indian Coke.
Yeah, take care. Nice to see you.
Have you been seeing Clarence lately?
No, we might see now actually, funny enough.
Because I know he does the 47 as well as the legal and general. Because do you know he does the legal and general too?
Who's that?
Clarence. Don't you?
Baseball cap.
With the yes, and also he's fairly slim with the grey hair.
Oh yes, he's doing. What's he doing today? I think he's doing 2 today.
The two?
Going to Whitby.
What, the legal and general?
Yeah.
Yes. And also he's another smoker, but he's not like Piers now. No, I don't think he smokes as much as Piers. Oh. But that was our friend Henry just now.
Was he?
That was Henry just now.
Is that Henry?
Yeah, that's what I told you about the fairly stocky chap with the dark hair, and sometimes wears the sunglasses on the sunny day.
Okay.
Sometimes I've seen him with the sunglasses quite a lot, actually. If you didn't know.
Okay.
That was him.
Henry.
Yeah, Henry. Yes, quite a cat. He's not much of a character, but he's a good person.
He seems alright.
Yes, Herman's a good one too, but very silly when he asked me if I had a lighter when he tried to light his cigarette. I don't think he smokes as heavily as Piers, though. I don't think.
Piers the chain smoker.
Like Buster Martin, yes, who chain smoked for a long time. But I mean, you wouldn't say Clarence is a chain smoker, would you? Because I have seen him smoking a bit, but I've not seen him like Piers. Though Piers really is quite something. Which could explain why Piers is fairly pretentious in some ways.
Yes, you could be right there, Foxy.
Yes.
Smoking can be a bit pretentious.
Well, it depends on how much you smoke a day.
He smokes quite a few.
I think Piers smokes more than Clarence and Herman.
Sorry, dear.
I think he smokes far more than these two. No, I think he smokes a lot.
Yeah, he must do.
Yeah. He does look very thin from it. No offence.
Well, sorry. Chap wants to go first. No, this chap wants to go.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye.
Yes. A little bit
But they stop me.
of Yes. Is Clarence from Australia?
I don't think so.
Because he has a fairly foreign accent.
No, he's British. I don't know where.
What?
He's British, Clarence.
Yes.
Not sure where he's.
Yeah, they're 47. I put on it once.
Don't know where he grew up originally.
Comes down then, stops at the granny
Yeah, I don't know where he's from.
He's so quick to get
Nice chap.
Oh yes, he's very friendly, yes.
14
Yeah, I even shared... I know I shared you the Buster Martin story and George the Buster Martin story. I even shared him the Buster Martin story. I mean, he was quite... When I showed him the picture of Buster Martin, he said, "Wow, he looks good for 101.
And that one is
And do you know what I asked him? I also asked him, I said, how do you feel if you drank, say, 12 gin and tonics and plus a pint of bitter straight after? Do you know what he said? He said, "I don't think I'll be standing up." Yes, because you wouldn't be standing up if you drank 12 gin and tonics and a pint of bitter, would you? I mean, you wouldn't be standing up if you did that, would you?
So sorry.
You wouldn't be standing up if you drank 12 gin and tonics and a pint of bitter.
He might.
Clarence, I don't think so. George definitely wouldn't, because George said he'd be carried down the streets if he did something like that. And you said you'd feel very rough and very unwell.
Yes, of
So
course.
he goes down now into the pub.
And Clarence said he probably wouldn't be standing up and probably be dragged out the pub.
That's handy, yeah.
Very, very rough, Foxy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Oh dear. No. My barber said he'd feel rotten. I mean, I asked my barber this when I told him about Buster Martin. I said, how do you feel if you drank, say, 12 gin and tonics and plus a pint of bitter straight afterwards? He said I'd feel rotten. And he said the next morning, he said he'd feel ruined. He said it would ruin him the next morning if he did something like that. What? Very, yes.
Where will you pick one up to go back?
Explain his potential.
Yeah, one in hospital. Yeah. You know, I've been looking for x-rays in the past and physio. Oh yeah. They could.
It's only Thursday, Foxy, as well.
Bye-bye.
Are you on the Southern Transit on Thursday?
Next week.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're not doing it this Halloween?
No, next Thursday we're doing it.
But you're on Legal and General tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes, mate. Yes, I am. Foxy, yeah.
In Hove or is it with Dean?
It's Lancing.
Oh, Lancing.
Lancing.
Yes.
Next week it'll be home.
Oh gosh, yes. What, Monday to Friday?
Yeah. It's Friday, Foxy. I worked a long shift, I'll be honest with you.
Oh yes, and you said no wonder why you can feel exhausted at the end by the weekend comes in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not like Mark. Mark is quite, that's quite a long day.
What's Mark like on a long day?
He is really, yes.
Exhausted?
No, he's not like me. I did quite a lot of work in my day, but Mark is quite,
No. I know George likes the long hours.
Does he?
Yes, because I asked him how do you feel if they extended the Route 47 once again any further, and he said that'd be even better.
Well,
That's when I first met him.
I'm not sure about that, Foxy. I've only got too long.
What?
I don't want it too long.
Would you not drive it if it was too long?
Try not to.
Oh. Did you ever?
Allergy to 15, that's
Yeah. Did you ever do the 52 from which did Brighton to Woodingdean?
Yes, I did, yeah. That was okay.
Yes.
That wasn't too bad. What do you mean to the hospital?
Yes, Brighton Royal Sussex County
That
Hospital.
was very easy.
Did you ever do the 56 when it was with Brighton and Hove?
No,
Not the Brighton Hove version of it?
no, not the lemon version either.
What? Not.
Not the lemon version either.
Okay.
Ready for my lunch, Foxy?
Yes.
Thank you. I like soup on days like this.
Yes. What freezing, especially if it's increasingly chilly. Because I mean, it really is getting increasingly chilly these days. I have to tell you, it's really getting quite freezing these days.
It is.
I mean, I know you don't feel the cold as much as I do.
Maybe not, I don't know, maybe not. So.
No, well, I've got a vest on underneath, if you didn't know. As well as with my shirt and jumper, I have a coat and vest on as well. Sometimes I even put an extra layer on when it's far too cold.
natural air.
Yes. Sometimes I wear at least 4 layers in the winter.
You're like a bear.
What?
Like a bear.
Who wears more layers?
Yes. Fur.
Yes.
I've only got this on the t-shirt on.
You sure you're going to be okay with 2 layers?
Yeah, just about okay, Foxy, yeah. But the moment, we're okay.
Yes.
There's heating in the minibus,
Yes.
so keep warm in the minibus.
Yes.
And when winter really, when all it really gets cold, we have to wear a pullover or something.
Yes. Did your parents ever feel the cold? Did your parents feel the cold more than you?
We all do sometimes.
Yes. No. No, but you've seen me wearing a coat in July, haven't you?
I have, Foxy.
Yes.
Hot.
But it depends on the temperature, really.
It does. On a warm summer's day.
No, I didn't wear it on the hottest day, no. That was when I also met Georges on the hottest day. And we were both in polo shirts and trousers. And we both had Deckers on.
Deckers too. Wow.
Yeah, because you've seen that Georges wears Deckers.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I have.
Does he wear them now as well?
I think he still does. He wears Deckers and jeans and a polo shirt. But I'm surprised he doesn't even feel the cold if he didn't know. No, because in the winter all he'll just wear is just a polo shirt. He said he'll just wear a t-shirt, fleece, jeans and that's it in the winter. No coat, nothing. Even if it's really cold. I'm not...
He's self-insulated.
Well, he doesn't feel the cold so much.
No.
No.
You know, the cake helps him to keep warm.
Well, all the weight he has on him, yes. Yes.
Yeah, you could say that, Foxy.
But I wouldn't say it to him.
No, I'm very sensitive for that.
Yes.
Give the lecture.
Oh yes, a preached lecture.
Hello, Joe. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
Yep. Is Mark driving tomorrow? Or has he got the day off tomorrow?
I think he's driving tomorrow.
Okay.
He was off Monday.
Was that Georges on Monday?
He was. It was George Monday, yes. This is mine. So I took this break.
Because doesn't Georges usually do the 16 every last Thursday of the month?
I'm not sure, Foxy.
Yeah.